Coming up next on Columbus Connections, we are talking girls empowerment, and it cannot start at an early enough age. The beautifully hued girls brunch is coming up, and we're going to tell you all about it. Welcome to Columbus Connections. I am your host, David Britt, and I am a parent. And if you're a parent as well, I know that we all want our children, regardless of what color we are, how much money we make, where we live, we want our children to love themselves, to feel good about themselves in a world that tells all of our children that they're not something enough. Well, this happened to one of my guests at a very young age, but she wasn't too young that she did not decide to take action and do something about it. And now she has a brunch coming that's specifically garnered for girls empowerment, and we're here to talk all about it. We have Miss Victoria Watson here with me, and also her mom, Pam Watson, to talk about just that. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How y'all doing?
Well.
Doing well, thank you.
Now, Pam, you've been here before, but Victoria, this is your first time
This is my
here.
first time.
And you have a really cool story about first what you're doing and why it came about. So let's start with what we have coming up. What are we going to be doing on October 1st?
So I have a beautifully hued girls empowerment brunch that will be held on October 1st at Green Island Country Club, and it will be around in the morning time to like 2:30 in the afternoon. And we will be having guest speakers. There will be some fun activities, and we're just here to have a conversation with the girls in our community about self-love and self-care.
Awesome. And let's be clear, when we talk about girls in our community, we're not just talking about African Americans. Even though there are 3 African Americans sitting in front of you, this is all inclusive because
Yes.
all young women, all girls need this message. No matter what
Absolutely.
color you are, love your color. No matter what race, religion, age, economic background,
Yes.
love yourself.
Absolutely, very, very important. And so we want people to come out and be empowered because I tell you, as Victoria was stating, we've worked really hard on this. We are going to have phenomenal and engaging speakers from around Georgia and out of Georgia. Guests will be coming. And so we will have activities, we will have a 360 machine, we will have face painting, we will have a lot of surprises for the girls, and we want girls to leave empowered.
Awesome. Now, Victoria, beautifully hued. What age did you start this?
I started Beautifully Hued around the age of 7 or 8.
Gotcha. And we talked earlier, you said it started because someone said something to you tell me about what happened.
So when I was 5 years old, a little girl had told me that black people were mean and dirty. And so I went home and I asked my parents if that was true, and they told me no. So at a young age, I had to learn about racism, and I was only 5, so it was something really new to me, and I didn't really know that much about it. So it was like kind of a shocker, but I didn't let it ruin my self-esteem. So, yeah.
Yeah. And Pam, as a mother,
Yeah.
and your only daughter comes and tells you this.
Yeah.
Is that your only daughter? I don't know.
She is, she's
your
my only daughter.
comes and tells you this. What was your reaction and what made y'all take such action to?
Right, thank you for the question, David. I can remember exactly where I was at the time she came to me. And when she came and she asked us, it just rocked me to my core. I wasn't new to this, but I had experienced it with our son in the 6th grade. And I knew at some point that we would have to sit our daughter down and talk to her, but not in kindergarten, not when she's 5. So as a mother who's raising children, I knew that I had to do something more about this. It is not until someone that you love perhaps is stricken with cancer, you begin to walk and campaign for cancer awareness. So when this happened to my daughter, I knew immediately I had to do something, and I had to pull mothers in to make them feel a part of this, because mothers also need to be educated on how our daughters are feeling. And just because someone doesn't look like you, it is okay. And so Beautifully Hued is to educate, empower, and inspire all girls to love themselves. And so we promote high self-esteem, high self-confidence, and self-love. And in addition, we promote diversity and inclusivity. And so it is important for mothers to gather as well and come to the table. And because it makes us a better community, it makes our girls better as leaders, and it just builds a better community.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And we want to say this is for all girls. In you all specific situation, it was based on race, and that's a very hot, very strong topic in our country. You could have just focused on that. We could have just made this just about making young black girls feel good about themselves.
Right.
But you saw the need to include all young women, whether race,
Absolutely.
ethnicity, disability.
Yeah.
What made you take it to that aspect and make it more all-inclusive?
Well, for me, I thought it was important because as a country, there are so many things that we could have honed in on. But focusing on statistics show that young girls begin doubting themselves and feeling inferior at a very young age.
Right.
And so why not take it on as a mother? I have been impacted by it. My daughter has been impacted by it. So why not take it on? Because our girls are so important. They need to know that work with what they have and make themselves matter, no matter the hue. And so girls need to know whatever they are going through, whatever they have endured, that they matter and that they belong. So it is so important to me. It is like a movement, and like I've shared before, it's not like no one is not doing this, because there are so many people doing this. But let's do it in our community. Let's come
Right.
together and gather. Let's bring our daughters together. Let's bring our mothers together, and let's have conversations about empowering our daughters, because it's a win-win situation for everybody.
Right.
It
And
really
like
is.
you said, there are a lot of people doing it, but it is somewhat rare that a 12-year-old is the front line of this. What is it when you speak to your peers? What is it like being just a 12-year-old, just period? That's like a thing, 12-year, like period. I didn't mean like that. What is it like just being a 12-year-old and then being the face and the front runner of this organization?
Being a 12-year-old is just, I don't really know what to say. Being a 12-year-old is just about enjoying, like, being a kid, I guess, and hanging out with your friends and doing fun activities. But, like, being the CEO of my business,
Tell them again. Just say it one more time.
being the CEO of my business, it's, like, really cool. And when I tell other girls about it, like my friends, they think that it's really cool on what I'm doing and that I'm doing great things.
You are. You absolutely are.
Thank
Now,
you.
if someone wants to come to the Beautifully, make sure I'm saying it right, the Beautifully Hued Girls Empowerment Brunch, how can they go about it? Do they have to register? Where do they go? How do they get to it?
So we have social media pages, but we also have an Eventbrite link. You can search it up on Google, and you can type in Beautifully Hued, and it'll pop up, and there'll be like a place where you can purchase tickets, and the tickets are $50. And then we also have Instagram and Facebook. Our Instagram is @BeautifullyHued, and our Facebook is Beautifully Hued. So that's how, yeah.
And what message do you have for mothers who are watching this about why their daughter should be a part of this brunch?
Oh, listen, mothers, your daughters should be a part of this brunch because they need to know that they belong. Your daughters need to know that just because she doesn't look like you, it is okay. We need to be empowered. And this organization, this brunch, is going to do just that. In order for us to be a better community and for our daughters to be better, come on out. You will not want to miss this. It is the first ever in the city of Columbus. It is the inaugural Beautifully Hued Girls Empowerment Brunch, and I tell you, you do not want to miss it, mothers. So come on out, purchase your tickets, and we will see you there.
All right, tell us again, what time is it, what date, and where is it located?
Absolutely. Beautifully Hued Girls Empowerment Brunch will be held October the 1st at Green Island Hills Country Club. It will begin promptly at 11 to 2 p.m.
Awesome. Thank you so much for Pam for coming. Victoria, so great to see you doing this at a young age. I'm
Thank
so
you.
excited about seeing just where you're going to go in life because this is amazing. It is so needed in our community, in our state, in our nation, in our country, in our world. So again, if you are a mother of any daughter, no matter where they're from, what they look like, this is for you. We will see you at the Beautifully Hued Girls Empowerment Brunch at Green Island Country Club on October 1st. And again, thank you for watching Columbus Connect.